G'day Anthony, how are you?
Yeah, g'day James, how you going?
Yeah, pretty good, thanks.
Right.
I understand that you've been developing a system in the middle of building a substantial crane lift business, and they're in a bit of a rapid growth phase. But before you tell me about that, tell me a little bit about your history in the crane business.
Yeah, look, Dennis, I've been around the industry now for some 32 years and maybe a little bit more. Started my apprenticeship there and sort of worked through multiple companies over time, and worked myself into a director's position, and that company was doing 35 million at that point in time. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
fairly substantial business.
Yeah. Pretty happy with those achievements, and yeah, not all in all.
Yeah, and you've moved away from that particular business. You want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, look, I felt my day-to-day position in that company was sort of middle management, and I felt that there was a lot of improvement opportunity there still. We'd taken our production and increased the efficiencies and things like that a real lot. And I felt that there was a lot of benefit in trying to simplify our middle management processes as well. I just couldn't get the buy-in of the whole team, and felt that I'd like to give it a shot. So.
Right, so now you're doing exactly that, and you're into a growth phase of the business that you're now developing.
Yeah. With the growth phase, we're probably at the start of the year again. And this time last year, we had one of our little pain points, and we sort of tripped and stumbled a bit. But we went through a very rapid curve this time last year as well. Now we've got a far stronger management team in place. We've got our systems are a lot more refined, and the writing's on the wall again. We've got high inquiry level now. We've got higher than what we were last year, and we really sort of now got to consolidate and get into it.
Yep. And tell me a little bit about the lean manufacturing aspects that you tell me about as well.
Yeah, look, some of the processes that we've implemented and systems that we've sort of brought on board have really helped us to effectively, the reduction of time is incredible. With some of the processes that I've been involved in, we were in the area of 8 to 12 weeks. We can now do those in 2 to 4 weeks. Some of the systems that we're taking in, we're out to 5 weeks as in invoicing, and now sort of understanding that can be down to 14. We're actually able to do those automatically straight off the tablet. So we've sort of, with the smart systems that we've come up with.
Okay, so you've really been able to revolutionise a typically quite an old industry. Is that right?
Yeah, look, I felt unfortunately that was sort of probably one of the pivotal points. Is I could see that there were so many more opportunities that to bring on some of this technology that's now available to us, and I felt it was life changing for me what was able to be done there.
So you've told me a little bit about some of the systems and the state of art activities that you've been involved in over the last couple of years. Will you be able to demonstrate that a little?
Look, one of the things that we've been able to do over the last few days, I've been able to go out in the field because I'm still actually quite happy as a tradesman. I can actually quite enjoy it out there. At the same time, trying to build the company to that sort of level and be, relatively speaking, taking my skills to where it's relevant at the time. But with the technology that we brought on with the tablet, I've actually been able to work with our design engineer at the same time. So out in the field, I've worked with the technical hand, and I've just been there for some technical support, doing some of the customer relations, and just building our name with the customer. And they're really happy from the health and safety environment. We've been able to help them over the line that bit more.
And why is that?
Just because of the depth of knowledge, I think, and the way that we've been able to communicate it, and just because of my history around that environment, and sort of understanding that middle management lacks that ability to focus on all these needs, if I can call it the firefighting on a day-to-day basis. But we've been able to standardise a lot of those processes as well, and just because it's so much more can be done off the table, a little bit like talking to yourself. We can do so many of these things on the move now. So I've been up to 2,000 kilometres away and been able to talk on my mobile phone and actually watch what's going on and actually educate the people a little bit that the system is talking to us both. It was just fantastic.
Okay, so this is some of the state-of-the-art implementation of technology that you're able to use to reduce those lead times. That's how you're getting down to that 2 and 4 weeks, is that right?
Yeah, it's error-proofed it, for what I've learned through lean manufacturing concepts, and it's also, by alleviating the error area, we've actually been able to do a better job and less time. We've had more time to focus on quality than just getting product out the door.
And does that apply to the service aspects of the business as
The
well?
whole business, like our invoicing is improved, our timelines associated to, the document as such and how it goes back, so we don't have the after question coming back in and extracting from our time, because it's been just fine-tuned. When a question comes into us, we sort of understand the depth of why it's there. We're trying to sort of refine our system to streamline.
So is it just you that uses the tablet, or the service technicians use it as well?
It's designed to work at every seat of the company, and the information is in a centralised hub, and it's just sort of the tablet's basically, it's got its own unique location, so you can just a shortcut or a button to take you to this particular screen or this particular screen. So it then comes back to the user profile that we've set up for the user as well. So trying to not cause too much confusion for relative departments.
Okay, so that way any user can use the information via the web that you're putting in out in the field.
Absolutely,
the tech is putting out there. So it's
Yeah.
all immediate time.
Exactly, real time.
Okay, so you've done quite a lot by the sound of it over the last couple of years.
Doesn't come without a lot of hours.
I'm sure. So in order to capitalise on this opportunity, what do you need to do next?
Well, really, I think that the next level of where we would like to get, we've got our systems, we've got a great management team that's got the technical can-do as well. And really now it's about actually sort of starting to scale up and open up the marketplace for us. Starting to use the system to what it's been designed, and that is so that we can standardise again. But our training platform is now scalable, and that sort of allows us to start tapping into a bigger marketplace.
Right, so to hit the market in a big way, what's stopping you now? What do you need to do?
Well, the next level is really about raising some increased equity partner, and trying to get some of that higher level management style, and how can we actually expand the business. So for me as an individual, I really think that my time is probably now. I'd like to say that it was time for me to slightly step sideways and start to listen to the next advisor and skill set, and I'd like to think that was an equity partner in some way.
Okay, so the equity part can bring along their own expertise, brand expertise, and help you market this in a big way.
Yeah. It's got so much capacity. It's amazing, and the model that we're looking at is mergers and acquisitions.
Okay.
And the reasoning for that was to try and get the skill sets in the industries that are actually already on the right page, and we could help refine and standardise with our one-off platform.
Okay, so if somebody wants to learn more about this opportunity that you've got, then what should they do?
Yeah, well, look, the way that we're presenting this is that we've put together some of our current learning curves and a bit of this internet marketing technology. We've got an opt-in box off to the side here as well, and if you sort of wanted to show an expression of interest, and you'd sort of sign in, and we'd sort of be able to re-establish some contact there. Just watch what we're doing a little bit behind the scenes, and just see what, we'd introduce a little bit different level of what we've got.
Okay, so they'll get an idea of the background of what's happening, and presumably you'd be able to send them some confidential information as well.
I think we'd probably have a little bit more of an in-depth overview of the moments, and then we'd step into a new level again if there was a further level.
Okay,
So,
thanks very much for that, Anthony. Good luck.
Thank you for your help with doing this, Dennis, and always a pleasure working with you. It's sort of certainly a lot we've gained out of lean manufacturing, and have bringing that philosophy to so many other areas of the business, that it's not just about a manufacturing company anymore, it's about information flow, and lean's certainly been a big part of that journey. So thank you.